It's Radio Play ZN, and we have had Nat Christie in with us before, but we brought her back again this morning. She is from NUSA, National Utility Services of South Africa. And before we even get into it, hello Nat, welcome back.
How are you?
Good, man. Remember to come so close, weirdly close to the mic. Remember that. I want you to kiss it like you love it. The reason I've got you here again is that we want to talk about our utility bill, because a lot of us get a bill, as Jono even said, we just get it, then we just pay it. But we don't really know how to read it and understand it exactly. Okay. But before that, Jono was singing your praises earlier this morning. Okay. So let's just talk a little bit. Jono got hold of you after our first interview because him and his wife were buying a house.
Okay.
So Jono, what happened?
It was actually the wife who contacted you.
Okay.
And we obviously did the thing of like, we've just bought a house, we need our electricity changed over, exactly what you said.
Yes.
I forget the recipe. And I promise you, it felt like it was hours and it was done.
Yeah.
I'm getting my bill is emailed to me.
That's amazing.
The rates and things was attached.
Yes. All
I
linked.
just thought, because it was one of those things where I thought to myself, I actually don't know what to do. And then I saw the interview, obviously, and I'm part of Plays It, and I was cutting the interview and whatever, and I was like, we need to do this, and we did.
Yes.
So thank you so very much. Now I'm glad
that's
for
amazing.
part 2 that I can actually, now I'm looking at this thing going, why do I have a water loss charge? Those types of things.
Yes.
And I can't wait to understand how to read the bill.
Okay, well, I don't know if there's certain things that you want to ask on the bill and I can explain. And then if there's things that you haven't brought up, then I can go through them afterwards.
So first of all,
yes.
this utilities bill,
yes.
Does this come to only the owner, or if I'm renting, is this bill also my problem?
So it depends on the way that you set it up on e-services. So like management companies, they've also got access to the bill, so they can register and pretty much link it to their profile, so they've got access. The landlord's got access, and then if the landlord gives the tenant access.
Okay, so if I've my rent is X per month,
yes,
and then I still need to pay water and lights.
Yes, so your landlord should technically send you a copy.
Okay.
When they bill you, so you know actually what you're paying and why you're paying.
Because if they just
say,
oh, you must put in $1,000 extra, we don't know why.
No.
Okay.
No, you need to ask for a copy. Yeah.
I see in your hand here,
Yes.
and if you want to hold it to me, if you're on TikTok, you will see now. This is the bill that we're talking about. How do you know if it is a real municipality bill? Is there a specific thing to look out for that we know that it's actually coming from eThekwini municipality and we're not being hacked?
I've never had
That's very
I've
interesting.
never actually had a fraudulent.
Because we had a
account.
fraudulent here.
Oh, did you?
And it wasn't an account, it was a letter from the municipality saying
you
that,
send that to me?
something was wrong with our outside here. And then I realized Durban municipality was spelled incorrectly. Like, remember they'd spelled municipality wrong. And so I was like, this, and then I took a picture of it, put it onto my chat GPT, and it was like, this is not real.
Oh, you must actually send it to me.
I was here somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. No, we've never actually dealt with a fake or fraudulent account. I'm assuming there probably is.
Yeah,
like
well.
scammers and stuff that's happened like that. But I mean, we've never dealt.
So then you get
that.
your municipality bill.
Yes.
What are we looking for?
So on your municipality bill, obviously if you need to register on e-services, which just makes your life easier.
Okay, and how do you do that?
So you've got a portal, you create a profile, and then obviously you have to create a password and then you log in.
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't work. There are issues here and there, but it is pretty simple to use. If you get stuck, we also log in for you, and we just make sure everything's sorted and linked. If you have further issues, unfortunately, but you, the owner, have to go into Florence Mankizi. They do have a counter there just for e-services.
Okay.
Because we do try help people reset their emails or accounts and stuff if there are issues, but sometimes you have to go in. But otherwise, once you've got that, then you've got access to your online bills, and then you can even go back to past bills. If the current bills don't, or they're not showing on your profile, you can actually email online billing.
Okay.
And they can send you a copy. I'll actually send you the email address. They're amazing.
Well, I'm just looking now. The e-services website is eservices.durban eservices.gov.za. So
Yes.
eservices.durban.gov.za. And as you open it, it says, the future is now. Get in touch straight away. There's a services here. And then there's a discover more. And then when I was looking online right now, the things that you can do with your e-services, and as Nats was just saying, you can view municipal statements, view your payment history, make municipal payments, submit electricity and water meter readings, view water and electricity consumption, update account details, link multiple municipal accounts, log complaints and compliments. I hope people compliment. And then receive municipal accounts electronically.
So, just a few things there though. The water meter, sometimes it doesn't work as well, or they don't get captured because there's also an app. So you've got online and then you've got the app.
Okay.
And then also on your profile you can have multiple accounts on there as well.
When it said then, I think we touched on it last time you were here. I can't remember if we did it on air or off air. You just said a very good trick for us is to make sure we are taking our own pictures of our meters.
Yes, please.
Water
So that's, I'll explain now why that's important on the account. So if you're a homeowner, there's a certain period for each area or your address. It's like a 3-day window, and it's important to take a photo of both your water and your lights account the same day of every month, and you must just keep them on your desktop.
Of your meter.
And then you can WhatsApp or email or upload onto e-services. But the thing is, you need to make sure what you've taken a photo of, what that meter reading says, is actually showing on your account.
Oh.
To see if it's actually been captured. So when or if there's an issue and then all of a sudden you've got like a 300,000 Rand water bill, you're like, what on earth? If you go back and check, you can see, it says not read. That means that that's an estimate or that's an issue on the system. And then you can just be like, hey, I've got a picture of my water meter. And then you go down and they fix it. Within 2 months, it'll be rectified. So don't just pay.
Yeah.
Don't just pay your account. You need to understand what's happening on your bill to check what's going on is actually correct.
Okay, so someone on TikTok asking, do you pay it and then they refund, or must you not pay it?
No, don't pay.
Don't pay.
So what happens is they don't tell you this, but you can go there and say, I've got an issue. There's an incorrect reading or it's not read. But technically you actually should take a reading and then go.
Okay.
But say, look, this is my reading. So take a photo. It needs to have a timestamp as well.
Okay.
They'll ask you like for a day before or on the day. They actually suspend your account. So your services won't be cut if you don't pay it. They don't tell you this.
Okay, wait. They suspend your account?
In terms of, they like put a little note on the system to say, busy investigating or like correcting an issue.
But they won't cut your water or lights?
They won't cut it, but you need to explain to them, you need to say, are you going to put my account on hold? Or are you going to suspend it?
What's the difference?
It's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It just depends who you're talking to because they've got different ways of explaining things. But you need to explain or ask them and say, I'm aware that there's a 2-month hold. You can put my account on hold so you don't cut my services because what happens is people are like, 300,000 Rand, I have to pay it. I'm not going to have lights and water. That's not the case.
Why would they cut your lights and water? Let's say I get my bill. I know that I have a discrepancy.
Because they're like, it's in arrears. You owe us money.
And how soon after the money has not been paid can the municipality cut your water and lights?
To be very honest, it depends because some properties I've seen, like it can go on like for 6 months unpaid.
And they
don't
haven't cut it.
And then some people don't pay for 1 month and they cut it.
And we don't know why.
We don't know why. I think it's something to do with who's designated for that area or that suburb. Yes.
I was once, just random, guys, I was teaching a yoga class up in this building right here.
Yes.
And while I was teaching, there's this knock on the door. And I don't answer because I'm teaching a class.
Yes.
And in class, this guy went and cut. He cut the electricity. And our teacher had paid electricity. It just hadn't been captured. Or
it hadn't cleared.
So it hadn't cleared. So she has paid. and they cut it. And I remember chasing him eventually afterwards.
Yes.
Chasing him down the road here.
They won't.
No.
Yeah, because they've got like a mandate. They've shown me this. It's happened to me as well.
Yeah,
And
they
show
give you a
I
little
have
slippy.
To do it
Yes.
to show that I've done it. Otherwise, I get in trouble. They have to do it. You must sort yourself out.
Almost
See, the
have to
thing-
cut Slash's tires. Yeah.
See, they don't communicate. The different departments don't communicate. That's the
So if
issue.
I'm jumping around here, but if my water or lights have been cut,
Yes.
two things. One, who do I get hold of, especially if either I have paid or I have actually gone and said, look, there's an issue and my account's supposed to be on hold. Who do I get hold of?
So, first thing is, it depends. Have you really not paid for what you've used, and are you actually liable to pay that? That's the first thing.
Okay,
So-
let's say I am in the right. It just hasn't cleared. I've paid my...
Okay, then all you need to do is take your proof of payment and your account, and then you just go to your closest department.
Okay.
And they'll call them and say, hi, please go reconnect. Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to do it before 2:00. Either because then
What?
they off duty, and then you need to wait the next day. Yes.
And so if it happens and you get cut at 2:00 on a Friday, does that mean you got no lights until Monday?
Sorry.
At least.
Sorry.
Look at this is how calm this is the calm face of someone who's dealt with our municipality for years.
Yeah, they just. I actually got a call the other day from one of our clients in Mount Edgecombe, and he was like, "Hey, Nats, they've just cut my power." And I looked at the time, and I said, "Where are you right now?" He's like, "I'm at home." I said, "You better drive so fast to Twilight Drive." I said, "You take your card, your debit card."
Yes.
I said, "You take a copy of your account, you speed there," and I said, "You go there straight away and you pay." I said, and then they will email your proof of payment to the department, and they'll notify them to go put the power on straight away. And they did, and it was all fine. And he phoned me, he's like, "Thank you so much." And then your power on the weekend.
Someone online asking about water. Is it legal to cut water?
I would say no. I think electricity they do cut. Water, I've actually never heard of them cutting.
I've heard of them. They throttle it like you would with Wi-Fi because you have to have water. But it actually happened at the CEO's house where her landlord hadn't paid something. So obviously Fiona's paying her rent, and her landlord hadn't paid, and her water got cut, except down to a super trickle.
Yeah, so you've got something.
The kind of water you can't wash your hair in, you know.
Look, I don't want to say this is what happened, but a lot of people have connections and things, and
Okay.
sometimes people will call like an electrician or a plumber who are approved,
Okay.
and they can also fiddle, and it's not legal, but that
Love a
does
fiddle.
happen.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
For those of you who are just tuning in and you haven't been with us before, what NATS does, NATS is with NUSA, so the National Utility Service of South Africa, and you can get hold of NATS. And so all of this we're talking about right now, if it is making you go grey while just listening, you don't have to deal.
Oh, we do it.
Because yes, and as Jono was saying earlier,
It's the best R1,000 I've ever spent.
an absolute game changer.
It is really, because I've actually dealt with this in my day job. We do property,
Okay.
and didn't know that you existed. So doing it myself, and it is. I'm actually 25. You wouldn't say it. It is just unreal what 1,000. And I mean, I don't want to say this now that I've used, but you could charge more. It's worth more than that.
Yeah, but we also don't want to, I feel
I
like
hear
it's
you.
it's a fair, after buying and transfer, and, it is stressful.
It's exactly what we've just done, and that if there was the version of you for the other steps,
Yes.
I'd have hired that as well. Because it was, I promise you,
very
I'm not just saying that because
Yeah.
you're in an interview here and whatever. It's the easiest thing I've ever done, and even the wife did it. Emailed, here's a proof of payment, here's my details, whatever you asked for, and I think it was the next morning.
Yeah,
There
we
you go.
do it straight away.
Yeah, it was. You're not even lying. Like you saw the proof and got up out of your chair and you're like, right, I'm on it. As if I was the only person that you're dealing with, and I thought it was just amazing.
If someone does want to work with you, I still want to go back to this bill, but if someone wants to work with you, how does someone get hold of you? What is the email or the number?
The best thing to do is email or WhatsApp.
Okay.
So email is info@nusa.co.za. And then the WhatsApp number I have not memorized.
Okay.
Off by heart.
I'm pretty sure I've got it,
I'm just,
actually.
while you're looking for it, Miller, that info at nusa.co.za was immediately answered. And when I say immediately, I think that someone is like sitting there watching it, waiting for emails.
Yeah, I've got two girls.
I forget the lady's name. That
Kaya and Jen.
It was Kaya then.
Yeah, it's our WhatsApp number is 073 965 2519.
Yes, and it's info at nussa.co.za. Let's go back to this bill that you've got in
Yes.
your hand. So I've received a utilities bill.
Yes.
It's got my correct name, it's got my address, and
Yes.
I'm just seeing words and numbers, and I don't know what I'm looking at.
So just to summarize, your first page is your summary page of your bill.
Okay.
And that's just pretty much got the breakdown of whatever else is happening on the other pages.
Okay.
On here, I don't know
Yeah.
if you can see that.
Perfect.
That there. So what happens is when you first open a municipal account with eThekwini, your default address of that first property will be saved. So what happens is, let's say I've bought property in North Beach. That was my first property. I've sold it, and now I've purchased a property in Umhlanga. I've opened an account for the Umhlanga property, but my North Beach address is still showing there. So that is your postal address. It's not the actual address of the property.
Okay.
So people do get quite upset about that, and they're like, why is this still showing? It's just your postal.
Okay.
You actually have to request them to change it.
Okay.
To confirm that you've got the correct address
Second
of your
page.
property, you'll see, well, it's on every line. So in line with your rates, in line with your water, and in line with your electricity. It's just to confirm. So you can see there, the earth.
Okay.
And then if you look down at water, electricity, it'll say the actual address.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
and that's the earth and the actual address of where your bill is.
so you need to check, because obviously mistakes happen. And so you need to check when you get your account. Okay, is it actually my address on the account?
Okay.
Okay. Then you'll have the date of the bill. The date of the bill it's not the date of the charges. So it's two different things.
Okay.
So the date of your bill is for the month that you're currently in.
Okay.
The date of the charges are different for lights and water.
Okay.
So this is why it gets confusing.
I mean, do you have an option where we can pay you extra just to read our bills for us?
Well, I can. I get called to explain all the time.
Okay.
So on your rates, the day or the month of the bill is the month of the rate. So that's the only same charge. Okay. Your water is normally 2 months behind. It's never up to date.
Huh.
So this bill here says 27th of July. The water charges are from the 21st of May to the 22nd of June.
Okay. And we're and this would have been August's bill.
No, this is July's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's always behind. And then your electricity on this one, see, now they've done a recon.
What does a recon mean?
So it means that they've adjusted the account and reconciled because they hadn't read the meter. So this one is from January to July.
Stop.
So the dates are never
Wait, January
the same.
to July. I mean, that's...
So also the municipality legally can go back 3 years and backdate charges if you do not submit your reading. So if your account, this is why I'm saying, like, people need to understand their account. So if you look at your account and on your underwater and lights, you'll have your date and your reading of your meter. If it says not read, run outside, go take a photo, and make sure you get it uploaded and captured, because it can go either way. You can either end up being in a credit or you can end up owing
in a deficit, yeah.
Yeah, like, and you don't know like how much. Sometimes it's like
And
200.
If they give you a 6 month reading all of a sudden out of nowhere and it's a massive bill, but it is your bill.
Yes.
Do they expect you to pay that all in one go?
Yes. And they charge you interest.
Of course they do.
Yes. They want their
Mother
money.
flippers.
They want their money and they want it now. You've used it. You've used our water. You've used our power.
We forgot to charge you.
Pay us.
But now, is there an option where you can say, look, I've been paying 700 Rand electricity for every month, and now all of a sudden you're giving me a 7 grand bill because you've been undercharging me. Can I pay it in installments?
So the only thing that you can do is a payment plan.
They do offer payment plans.
They do, but then you end up paying more interest on it because you sign a sort of like an acknowledgement of debt. So you sign that. You have to pay, I think it's 25% up front, and then you do it over a term, so either like 12 months or 24 months. So you have to pay that, the debt,
and we just
with interest.
And we're talking here, this is not about someone in their home who hasn't been paying. They've been paying every time they get, and now all of a sudden, because the municipality hasn't checked, now they're giving them a massive bill, and you're expected to pay it then immediately.
Yes.
Do you...
So it depends on the person's financial situation, if they can or can't, number one.
Well, most of us can't.
No, because it's a lot of money. And then the other thing is, how much are they asking you to pay? So, like, let's say it's 30 grand. And 30 grand is a lot to pay.
Yes.
So the thing is, I would always say to someone, pay as much as you can for 3 months. Because then you're going to pay more interest. So it depends on the scenario, but then some people have to go into payment plans, and some people just actually can't even afford to go into the payment plan because the debt gets divided up into monthly installments, and then you still have to pay your current usages on top of that.
That's a snowball effect.
Yeah, so that's why it is so important to take meter readings and make sure that they are captured and they are showing and they do correspond from photo to bill.
Someone online here saying, do you only work in Umhlanga, Durban area, or do you also work in Belito?
No, we do Quadakuza as well.
Okay.
They work very differently, but we do go there.
So Quadakuza, you would still email info@nusa.co.za.
You still email us, and then dependent on your query, we can assist. So Quadakuza is very different because their infrastructure isn't like eThekwini. So they're growing at a rapid rate and they're actually not coping with the growth. So they are a bit behind with things. And
the most diplomatic way of saying shit's not going well.
But the people are lovely and they are really helpful and they really do try their best. And then everything's kind of separate. So rates are separate. Water separate, so the water isn't actually on the same.
So this is just for Quadakuza?
Yeah.
So you do Quadakuza and eThekwini?
Yes.
Those two?
Yeah. We obviously do want to grow and stuff. It's just, it gets
of course.
a bit crazy because every municipality has their own special requirements.
So again, online, they're saying, so you're telling us if we get a massive bill and not for our own fault, just because our meter hasn't been read correctly, there's nothing we can do except just pay it and shut up.
Yes, because as the municipality sees it as, they're like, it's your account, you should be checking it. It's your responsibility. Why haven't you checked that your meter hasn't been read? Why haven't you submitted your meter reading? So remember last time we spoke about the seller not closing their account.
Yes.
So the municipality, and I understand why they're saying what they're saying, and it is, when you've got an account, it's like a clothing account.
Yeah, but they send you an account every month, and they say you have to pay a minimum.
But if they don't send you an account, you need to go to the shop and be like, hi, I didn't receive my account.
But we never do that.
I know, but that's the whole thing. They're going to go, why didn't you come ask for one? And then you go, oh, I don't know.
That's like parking on a yellow line and then going and tapping the Metro Police saying, excuse me, you didn't give me a fine. I've been on the yellow line the whole day.
But it's just, and I think especially because like they are short-staffed and we all know it. And we know that everything is not functioning the way that it should be. So all I'm saying is just take a look at your account, and if you're not sure, you can send it through to us, and we can tell you
what we're looking
what
at,
has happened, and what to do, pretty much.
What I'll do is when we post this, I'll also post a picture, obviously redacting whatever is personal information on there.
Yes.
So we can kind of explain what we're looking at.
Yes.
But again, if you want to just go straight to the top, you can send a WhatsApp. This is the WhatsApp number.
Just send your account to our WhatsApp. And
Send your account to the WhatsApp.
be like, I don't know what's going
Help
on.
us. This number, 073, so obviously it's an SA number, 073 965 2519, 073 965 2519, or you can email info@nusa, nussa.co.za. Open how many days a week?
Monday to Friday.
Okay.
8 to 5.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to say, because you were saying how to pay and stuff.
Yes.
Pay through your banking app, because you've got proof of payment.
Pay through your banking app.
If you pay at a shop, they do the little payment thing on your documents. If you lose a document,
Then you're stuffed.
you're stuffed. So I always pay on your banking.
So you can show proof of payment.
And you've got to, so with eThekwini or any municipality, you need to make sure like you've got like a history.
Okay.
Like you've got evidence
Of course.
to save yourself if there's ever
If
an
someone
issue.
doesn't have a banking app, maybe even just taking a photo of making your payment,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
taking a
scanning
photo
it.
of the
Yes,
of
and
the
scanning
page.
it through, or having like a little folder on your phone, or emailing it to yourself or something, just so you have record.
I still think what we need to do is just put that NUSA number as in a case of emergency into your phone.
Yeah.
And just to remember, I think that the biggest takeaway here is we need to be looking after our own municipality accounts, as in
Yes.
the taking the pictures of the meters. And I think you said last time, great idea. Put in a reminder in your phone for one
Yes.
day of the 13th of the month, every month. At the same time, Ish, go and take that photo.
Yeah, but we need to make sure that you've submitted it within the 3-day window, that they need the reading.
Yeah, so I was going to say, on the app, actually.
So you can't just keep it on your phone if you need it. You must actually submit every month.
In those 3 days, yes, and they actually tell you
Yeah.
the
3
days that
days
they
of
need
what?
it.
The 3 days that you
They've-
get your account, or the 3 days of you
they've
taking the
got a little
picture?
window when they need your meter reading by within that period.
And do they tell you every? Okay, so there's an account number, meter
mine,
reading,
yeah,
that's
that's-
yours, recently captured, so that was September to September, and then,
So I did capture mine. I actually have a question because I captured
Yes.
it incorrectly.
okay, so,
And I only realised after because I've just got pork sausage fingers. And
Did
I
you
hit-
add a number or?
It was the numbers were inverted, so it's worked out a little bit more, but not by much. But it's still so. But the picture will show
Yes.
correct, but my
The
number
charge.
will.
okay,
is
so you
different.
dyslexicked it.
Yeah, I just hit it.
If you're
the wrong way
okay,
around.
if you're okay paying like a little extra,
Yeah,
or that,
but-
then that's fine. But like if you've added like,
Couple zeros.
yeah,
No, it was the same amount of numbers, just
Oh.
inverted.
no, then you have to go into the department with your photo and be like, hey,
Because I didn't
sorry,
submit the photo with it. It asks for both. So would they take my typed as?
I think they take your typed honors.
they would.
They don't.
Oh,
It's they're not.
sigh, huff and puff.
They're not. They're not equipped. But the other thing, you must. I don't know. When you get home, you must just check that your meter number for your lights and your water, the code on there is the same code that's on your bill.
I'm definitely going to be showing you this one,
Yeah.
but I also wanted to
Okay.
ask you:
Yes.
do you recommend that if someone is in the position to do so, that they pay extra into their account every month?
Why?
I was just thinking to being credited for such an occasion where maybe the meter wasn't read, I didn't do it, something happened, and now I've got 30 grand. At least I have already put 10 in, and it's eased.
I don't know. I think I'd rather just keep that money aside, not necessarily pay. So what some people do is they don't link their rates and their lights and water,
They haven't contacted NUSA, obviously.
and then they pay like their rates for the year.
Yeah.
So you can do that. But I mean, you can. There's no harm in it.
Okay.
Then you don't have to be like stressed or anything. But I mean, these other issues can still pop up.
Yeah. Okay.
There's another question here saying, amazing, thank you, Natalie. Very interesting discussion and topic. With prepaid electricity, does the municipality have anything to do with it?
So
And I know we're so late for news. I think probably Mark can even do news. It's fine. Yeah.
The municipal prepaid meter is amazing. So going that route, like, you actually don't have any issues. The only issue that you would have is like if your keypad stops working.
Okay.
And then you log a fault and a tech comes out and all of that stuff. And then they replace it if it is their fault. Highly recommended. Long waiting period.
I heard that much. If you want to move to prepaid,
18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Same answer.
Okay. Okay.
Not equipped.
Yeah, don't have stock. But that is highly recommended.
But then you said municipal, so they are private.
Third party.
Yeah.
So you
That's
can,
like ours with our solar.
Yes.
but I wouldn't. There's extra fees and things like that, and then your charges, your consumption still gets read through the municipal meter. So, like, let's say Kerry's my landlord. Kerry gets her bill. I'm using 3,000 Rand, let's say, vouchers a month, but it could show on her account as 3,500.
Okay.
So it gets very technical because it's like, have I made sure that the consumption or the rate is the same as the third party? Who's paying for the services, the service fee? Is it monthly? Is it a percentage? Like, there's all these other little things that come in. So if you can do municipal and wait. Order it, pay and wait.
2 years? Come on, man.
It'll be worth it once you get your meter.
I know, but surely.
Yeah.
Someone asking here, how do I apply for a prepaid meter?
Okay, so if you email us, we've got the form.
Oh, amazing. info@nusa.co.za.
And we can explain, we can also do your submission for you.
Yes.
So we know how to fill it out, where to submit. And all of that, yeah.
Okay, so I'll TikTok, I'm sure you heard that, but it's info@nusa, nussa.co.za, and then Nats will send you everything and actually just help you. What is the cost for that? Also $1,000?
Just $1,000, yeah.
Okay, so, but just put aside your $1,000, get hold of Nusa, and let them just help you with everything. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah,
and then at least you know that it's being done correctly.
Yeah, and we'll explain what you need to do if you need to do anything afterwards. So obviously with the prepaid meter, we'll do the form, we'll do the submission, and then we'll give you your invoice, and then you just keep your POP. And then every now and again we just check. Has it come? Has it not come?
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
2 years later.
I've forgotten I've ordered one. I've also moved.
Bloody hell, yeah. Listen, that's always so good speaking with you.
Awesome.
You know that every time you're here, we say anytime you want to come back, because this just opens up a whole bunch of new questions.
Yeah, we didn't even go through everything.
You know what I mean?
So.
But again, if you want to, please get hold of Nat, info@nusa.co.za. And we'll put that number up as well, because I think it is just, why try and do it yourself? It's the same thing as I say, if your tooth is sore, you're going to go to the dentist. So in this case, even though you think you're going to be able to, we can't speak municipality. This woman can speak municipality.
Yes, you can.
And let her translate it for us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Natalie Christie. Hopefully see you again. This is
Awesome.
Plays It In.